This is a demo of Cessna 172SP G1000 startup, taxi, run up, takeoff, climb, cruise, descent, pre-landing and landing. Startup checklist. Avionics is off, autopilot is off, throttle will be a quarter, mixture will be full lean, brakes is set, prop clear, master on, beacon on, fuel pump selector to both, auxiliary fuel pump on, mixture reach 3 to 5, fuel pump off, mag start, so mixture reach, and avionics on, alternator on, we have oil pressure in the green, lights, going to have the taxi light and nav lights on, flaps are up, altimeter is set, at 2992, and transponder will be VFR 1200, and we're going to release parking brake and do a brake test and taxi to active. Parking brake release. Let's do a brake test right now. Brakes check. Right clear, left clear, and we'll set our parking brake. Run up checklist. Brakes set. Fuel is both. Trim. For takeoff. Flight controls. Full rudder, left, right, brakes check. And mixture, for best power, we're going to have mixture full. And we're going to power up to 1800 RPM. Let's do a Mach check. Let's start with the right. That was good. And let's do a left Mach check. And that was good as well. Vacuum is in the green. And electric, they're all fine. Ammeter is positive, good, +7. Oil pressure is all in the green. Oil temperature is in the green. And idle check. About 540, that's good. And mixture lean to check. And we're good. Pre-takeoff checklist. Flaps 0. Mixture for best power. Fuel pump is off. We're going to align the heading to the runway, on the runway itself. Transponder 1200 VFR. Doors are closed. Landing lights will be on right now. Strobe will be on. And parking brake release. Pre-takeoff checklist complete. Cessna Skyhawk 172 entering the active 03 for departure. Left clear, right clear. SP alive. 55 rotate. And climb at 62. We're at full power now, so we can adjust the angle to gain the airspeed, to lower the nose to get to 62 knots. And this will be at approximately 13 degrees pitch attitude. That's 62 for you. And at 62 knots climb, we are climbing at about 700 feet a minute. Now let's lower the nose a little bit and climb at 74 knots. And to achieve 74 knots, our pitch attitude is about 10 degrees. And right now our climb rate is at 700 feet a minute. So I'm going to climb to 2,500 feet. And we keep climbing at 74 knots. And now we are flying heading of 350. $100 to go. And slowly pull back our power and level off at 2,500 altitude. And set cruise power. Normal cruise will be 112 and maximum 119. So let's achieve these numbers. We'll trim a bit nose down for the aircraft so that we don't climb with full power, and we gain airspeed instead. So we're going to cruise now at 112. That's 112. It's almost at full power. And there we go, 112. And let's see whether we can get maximum cruise speed of 119. And we are running our RPM to the max to achieve that. And there we go, maximum performance cruise. At pretty much maximum power. Okay, let's pull back to normal cruise at 112. In fact, let's just be a bit more fuel efficient and pull back to about 100 knots. There we go. To demonstrate autopilot capability, I'm going to engage the flight director, the heading mode, ensure I sync the heading, and enable the autopilot. There's no auto throttles in this aircraft, so we're going to have to manually regulate the RPM to get your desired airspeed. And that's 100 knots. Heading change, which is force feedback yoke, so the yoke will follow the autopilot as standard. And turn right of heading 030. And let's try normal followed by steep turns. So to do that, we want to clear the area. So we have clear airspace right in front of us, and we're going to be climbing to 3500. At 90 knots, flight level change, and full power. $100 to go. And we're at 3500. And pull the power back a little bit. And disconnect autopilot. And disconnect flight director. And do a clearing turn on the left. And clearing turn on the right. So good, we are clear on both sides. Let's get back to a heading of 120. and taking a heading of 120 with a pitch attitude of about 6 degrees, 5-6 degrees. We can start to turn, do a normal right turn. While maintaining altitude, you can trim a little bit. And let's do a normal left turn. And we're back to 120. Now let's prepare for a left 180-degree steep turn. That's 45 degrees. Sorry, I meant a 360-degree steep turn, followed by a 360-degree right steep turn. And recovering at heading 120. Let's look at our next few items. Let's go and work on a approach to stall. So we're high enough, and for approach to stall we can try with flaps, which will be like a landing stall. So we'll descend to 3,000 feet and we will simulate an approach to stall. So 65 knots, descending to, in this case, 3,000 feet. 100 to go. And let's assume that we pull back the power without realizing it. That's the stall warning horn. And we're going to recover. So, positive rate, flaps up. Let's clean up. Gain the airspeed. Next stage of flaps up. And full flaps recover. And with this, we will simulate full powered takeoff approach to stall. So we're climbing at 62 knots, full power. And we get aggressive. So our pitch altitude is too high. You can hear the stall warning. And recovery is basically to push down your nose to gain back your airspeed without losing altitude rather. Cruise configuration stall. So we're back to 3500. And you basically allow your airspeed to bleed off. Without realizing. And we'll do our best to maintain 3500. So we'll keep pulling back the nose. And now we hear the stall horn. And we pull back the power. Maintain directional control. And get the airspeed back. And let's go ahead and do a approach, normal approach. Back into Salita, or Whiskey Sierra Sierra Lima. Now with this, we can now demonstrate our approach with no flaps which is going to be about 75 knots with no power and no flaps. Put the nose down. There we go, 75 knots. And we're looking at about a pitch attitude of -1 or 2, just slightly below the horizon. And at this airspeed, we are descending at about 800-900 feet per minute. Let's add some power. And with flaps at 10 to 20, let's do a 10 flaps. And we can regulate our descent to similarly 75 knots. And with some power at 75 knots, we're descending less shallow at about 500 feet a minute and with about 1600 RPM. We'll continue our descent with a straight in to Seletar. So the runway is in sight. And we're going to maintain level at 1500 so that we don't get too low. So we're at 1500 feet. 75 knots. Cessna 172 Skyhawk, straight in Salita 2-1. We can start our descent right now. We'll do a slow descent. Actually, we'll just remain 1500 since we can see the puppies and the puppies are showing red. Always good to be conservative. Let's check the runway alignment to ensure we are landing on the right runway and airport. And we're 1500 runway straight ahead, and the puppies are showing red, so we shouldn't be descending. We see one white, and we can start our descent into Salita. And our descent speed of 75 knots is perfect. And 1000 feet, check RPMs, oil pressure in the green, we have enough fuel, and landing clearance received. Landing lights are on. And we'll do flaps 20 right now. And we'll slow to about 70. and full flaps. This is a nice calm day. Slow to 65. Landing checklist, clearance receive. We have fuel, mixture full rich, and landing lights are on, no gear. Still at 65. And we can start to slow to 60. Transiting to visual. We'll go 60 knots over the fence. And smoothly to idle. And there was a touchdown. Apply slow brakes, and we're going to exit on the right. Let's cross the whole shot line as quick as possible. Whiskey 2, and we can now clean up the aircraft, flaps up, trim back to takeoff. And we'll take Whiskey Charlie 2, right turn. And we'll park under the floodlights at the general parking area. Okay. Lights. Parking brake. Mixture. Cut off. And that was the shutdown of the flagship.com BATD, Basic Aviation Training Device. Thank you.